So I'm making an extremely DIY video here to show you how to make these really simple bracelets with the cordage that you used for your threshold in the activity that we did yesterday. So, piece of cordage, and here's what you're going to do. Real simple, although a little less simple when it's only one person using two hands. This is typically a little more like a two-person operation. So what you'll do is, you'll take the cordage, wrap it around the wrist, get a kind of rough measurement. You want it to be something you can see with these ones I have here. There's a little bit of looseness to them. They're not super tight, but they're not going to slip off my wrist either. So just kind of get a general sense of like what that might look like here. And mark it with your fingers. And we're going to cut it at that spot with these dull scissors I have. All right, so we have the piece. And we've got two ends. One end is a little messy here. You can clean that off just a little bit. Cut off that excess. Wow, scissors are dull. Gee. It's almost embarrassing how dull they are. All right. And once those edges are all cleaned off, then what you can do is just to clean up those ends a little bit. Actually, this is going to be the process anyways. What we're going to end up doing is taking both these ends. So one person can do this. You can hold both ends together, and you're just going to. We're actually going to get these nice, and I'm going to clean them up a little bit first. So just a little. We're just kind of melting the ends a little bit. They're not. As long as you just do a quick light, it's not going to be too hot to just kind of clean off the ends a little bit in the way that I just did. And then once you've done that, then we're going to give it a real, we're going to let these things melt up pretty good. And actually, we need to get them fairly close to each other. We don't want them to be touching because they'll start sticking together. But let's see, we're just kind of getting these things to the point that the ends are really starting to look a bit globby. Not like there's like big globs of fire that are going to fall off like that. That's a little much. And then you're just going to take it, wrap it around the hand, and you're going to connect those two ends. And you're going to do it quickly. I am unable to do it quickly because I am one person with only two hands. This is why you have one person doing this while the other person who's receiving it is just kind of, their hand is just out. But, just going to connect those two ends while they're still hot. If you let them, cool off too much before they're connected, the connections will be really fragile, which is the case here because it took too long for me to use my one hand to get it around my wrist. But anyhow, that's the basic idea. It's real quick. It's just you'll have the two ends, and it's a real simple. I'm just trying to see if imagine there were two ends here. You're just gonna quickly go whoop, loop them together, connect the ends together like this, and while they're melted, and just hold it in place on the person's wrist for a minute. Just be careful that, you're not contacting the skin with the ends. It's not going to be like a severe burn by any means, but it won't be, particularly pleasant at the same time. So it's actually really, really simple. And yeah, again, hope this is just, if you're interested, just a nice way of both kind of remembering, I know that there's some amazing stories that were shared yesterday, some amazing points of connection. It's a great way to just have a reminder, not only of that experience together, but again, of this idea that bringing our stories together, bringing our thresholds together is the thing that allows us to create meaning together and understand, have a common enthusiasm, inspiration for what it is that we can create together when we have that common understanding and motivation. So, and they're just pretty. That's about it. Thanks, y'all. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.